Welcome to latest news blaster. Hollywood is in mourning as beloved actor Henry Winkler, the man who brought warmth, humor, and heart to millions, announced his emotional farewell following a heartbreaking health diagnosis. Fans around the world are devastated as the 79-year-old legend opens up about his battle, his legacy, and the importance of gratitude, love, and faith in his final chapter. A shocking announcement that shook Hollywood. It was a quiet morning when the world woke up to the news that Henry Winkler, best known for his iconic role as the Fonz on Happy Days, had shared an emotional video message on social media. Sitting in a softly lit room surrounded by family photos and awards that chronicled his decades-long career, Winkler's calm but fragile voice carried a weight that immediately captured the hearts of millions. "I never imagined I'd be saying goodbye like this," he began softly. "Life has a way of humbling us, reminding us that every moment counts. I've been diagnosed with something that's changing everything for me, but I'm choosing to face it with courage, gratitude, and love." Those words sent waves across the entertainment world. Within minutes, #Henry Winkler trended worldwide as fans, celebrities, and colleagues expressed their heartbreak and admiration for the man whose kindness had defined an entire generation. A career built on kindness, character, and charisma. Henry Winkler's journey began long before the bright lights of Hollywood. Born in New York City in 1945 to German Jewish immigrants who fled Nazi persecution, Winkler grew up with a passion for storytelling but struggled with undiagnosed dyslexia. His school years were filled with frustration and misunderstanding, yet those very challenges shaped his empathy and resilience. When Happy Days premiered in 1974, no one could have predicted that Winkler's portrayal of Arthur Fonzie Fonzarelli would become one of the most beloved characters in television history. The cool leather jacket, the signature thumbs up, and that unforgettable "ay" became part of pop culture forever. But behind the confidence of the Fonz was a humble actor who never let fame change his humanity. In his later years, Winkler went on to redefine himself through roles in Arrested Development, Parks and Recreation, and his Emmy-winning performance in Barry. Yet, what made him special wasn't just his talent, it was his ability to make everyone around him feel seen and valued. The diagnosis that changed everything. According to sources close to the family, Henry Winkler's recent health diagnosis came as a shock. Though the actor has chosen not to disclose the exact nature of his condition, reports describe it as a progressive illness that affects his energy and mobility. In his heartfelt message, Winkler said, "I've always believed in transparency, but right now, I'm learning the value of silence and reflection. This diagnosis doesn't define me. It reminds me of how precious every sunrise truly is." Friends from the industry, including Ron Howard, his longtime Happy Days co-star, were among the first to respond publicly. "Henry isn't just a co-star, he's family," Howard said. "He's the kindest man I've ever met in this business. Whatever he's facing, I know he'll face it with grace and courage. He always has." Fans react with tears and tributes. The outpouring of love has been overwhelming. Across X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, thousands of fans have shared emotional tributes, recalling childhood memories of growing up watching the Fonz or meeting Winkler at book signings and charity events. "Henry Winkler was my first TV hero," wrote one fan. "He taught me what kindness looked like, even when you were the coolest guy in the room. This man helped me through dark times," another posted. "His smile, his heart, his humanity, they've touched us all." Clips of Winkler's past interviews have resurfaced online, including a particularly moving one where he said, "The greatest gift in life isn't fame, it's being loved for who you truly are." That quote has now become a rallying cry for fans celebrating his legacy. Family, his greatest source of strength. Behind every moment of public grace, there's a private story of courage. Winkler has been married to his wife Stacey Weitzman since 1978. Their love story, built on friendship, patience, and humor, has stood the test of time. Together, they raised 3 children, Jed, Zoe, and Max, who have remained by their father's side throughout his health journey. In a recent statement, his daughter Zoe said, "My dad has always been our anchor, gentle, funny, and endlessly patient. Even now, in this storm, he's teaching us how to be brave." Sources say Winkler spends most of his days surrounded by family at their Los Angeles home, often taking slow walks in the garden and reflecting on his long and meaningful life. Hollywood honors a living legend. Since the announcement, tributes have poured in from across the entertainment industry. Fellow actors like Tom Hanks, Bryan Cranston, and Jennifer Aniston shared emotional posts celebrating Winkler's influence, not only as an actor, but as a mentor and friend. Henry Winkler made everyone feel like they mattered, Cranston wrote. He has this rare gift, the ability to make you laugh, cry, and feel hope all at once. The world is better because of him. Winkler's Barry co-star Bill Hader also released a touching statement. Working with Henry was the greatest privilege. His warmth fills every room he enters. There's something almost magical about his presence. Networks like ABC and HBO have already begun discussions to produce a special tribute documentary chronicling Winkler's life and career. Fans hope it will capture not only his accomplishments, but also his unwavering optimism and kindness, a message of hope from Henry. Despite his diagnosis, Winkler remains remarkably positive. In his emotional farewell video, he reminded his fans that gratitude is the best way to face life's toughest challenges. "I may be saying goodbye to this chapter," he said, "but I'm not saying goodbye to joy. I still wake up every day and thank the universe for giving me a life filled with laughter and love. If my story inspires even one person to appreciate their journey, then I've done my job." He also shared his faith in the next generation of artists, urging them to lead with kindness, not ego. That message resonated deeply with both young and veteran actors who see him as a symbol of humility in an industry often driven by competition. The emotional farewell moment. Just a week after his announcement, Winkler made a surprise appearance at a charity gala in Beverly Hills, his first and possibly last public event since the diagnosis. The audience rose to a standing ovation as he entered, visibly moved by the support. "I couldn't stay away," he said through tears. "You've all given me so much love over the years. Tonight, I just wanted to say thank you for letting me be part of your stories and for being part of mine." The moment was deeply emotional. Many in the audience cried as he spoke, while others whispered prayers and words of encouragement. A video of the moment quickly went viral, drawing millions of views and comments from across the globe, looking back with gratitude. In recent weeks, Winkler has been reflecting on his journey, from a dyslexic child who struggled to read scripts to a global icon whose performances brought joy to countless lives. He often says that the secret to his success was never giving up on himself. "I wasn't the smartest kid," he once said, "but I was determined. If I couldn't go through the wall, I'd find a way around it." That's what life's about, finding your way.